5 to 6 times the same one. 2 times 2 is 4. And they'll say it again. And they'll say it again. And fucking again. And again.
You do know we are live, right?
I don't care. If any parents listening to this and if they've had to listen to the YouTube video that teachers have sent out of math facts, they'll know. I was explaining it to Amanda the other day, and she was like, she tried to ask a question. I was like, and I just said the problem again. And she started laughing. And she's like, yeah, but what? And I just said the problem again because that is what the video is like.
Fuck.
They have to listen to that for 30 minutes.
So do you?
Yeah. I got to listen to it too. I had to put the guns downstairs.
Hey, does the kid ever say like, "What? I forgot what they're saying. I need to start this over." Does that happen a bit, or
should we introduce ourselves first and then continue?
Sure, go ahead.
What is up, guys? Walo J here, and I'm here with my co-host, a salty motherfucking co-host, Chris. Chris, say hello to the peoples.
Yeah. Hey.
And we also have Miggy and Angel from Washington State.
Sup, y'all?
And from Duval, actually, that motherfucker Clay. But anyway, my brother, Angel. Say hello to the people, Angel.
Mama call him Clay. I'm going to call him Clay.
All right, Chris, proceed. You were being salty about you having to be a professor all this week.
Yeah, last week, this week, math facts, YouTube videos. Just, I am proficient in iReady. Math. Let's see what else about.
Motherfucker, it doesn't sound like you're ready for anything.
Dude, Spelling City. Dude, like, I got that down.
That's all I heard.
And what's hilarious though is the kids. Oh, dude, the kids are still talking shit to each other on Zoom. And they
bullying has to continue, bro. There's never a break from bullying.
Dude, yo, mama said, and I'm like, oh shit, here it goes. I mean, they're not good birds, but it's hilarious to listen to anyways.
This is the most talkative I've seen Chris ever. He's got to be losing his mind.
Dude, I like me and the dog. Me and the dog sat out by the pool the other day and had like a nice conversation. Yeah. I mean,
Chris is laughing at the dog's jokes.
Yeah. He's funny as hell. It's sad, dude. Like, because I don't watch TV anymore. Like, I've just like stopped watching TV because it's just goddamn doom gloom and bullshit.
So let me ask you, Chris, how is this corona outbreak affecting you lately?
Hey, my garden is coming together very nicely.
And you don't watch TV at all?
I don't watch TV at all. I moved most of my sugar cane. I got me a tiller now. So I was able to get a bed prepped and moved all my sugar cane out there. And then once we're done here today, I'll actually go and start working on another bed. I've got seeds coming from Osborne, what me and Miggy were talking about, for some beans and some peas. And I got peppers going in, tomatoes going in. So I mean, my garden's on point right now. Got me a pellet grill smoker on the back porch now. So
typical white folk shit.
Yeah, yep. I'll be having a brisket on it this weekend. So I'm going to be fucking king of the hill in it.
So he's going to put his feet on the grill, okay?
Yep. I will definitely be in the pool again this weekend.
Oh, and, now he's showing off. Now, right? I got a pool.
Hey, I mean, sorry, I do. Yeah, I mean, you got a pool too, bitch.
Yeah,
I mean, community pool.
Yeah, not in my backyard.
With a mask on.
Hey, my brother has a pool. Well, had a pool too.
Okay,
yeah, that bitch green right now.
He's like, I'm not paying for the maintenance and that shit.
Right. Dick on that one. Sideways.
But it's just, man, it's like school, work, and then I go outside. And then I can't fucking sleep. That's what I was complaining about earlier, because I go to bed at like 8:30. Never fails. I'm up at 1.
Hearing 1 + 1 = 2. Fuck.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now 1 + 1.
You don't even want to count sheep.
1 + 1 = 3.
Yeah.
If you're not wearing a condom,
dude,
can't even rub one out and go to sleep.
No, man.
Yo, tell the wife to help you out,
dude. She's asleep. She got to go to work next day.
Be like, yo, just give me the reach around. It's okay.
I can see me going, hey babe, She'd be like, "Motherfucker, what time is it? What day is it? I will fucking kill you."
Can I get some of that Corona pussy?
No, no, none. So
Fine.
yeah, it's you know, I mean, it's all good. It's all good. We just, you know, it's Friday. My cup is full.
Friday.
Yeah, my cup is full on Fridays after all week of meetings, of work, because everything's virtual now. So everything I've had like, I don't know, 4 or 5 meetings, virtual meetings this week. I've got 2 or 3 more next week. I've run out of shit to do. So I literally have to play on, you know, or I work for an hour and then I'm over here for an hour and then I work for another hour and then I'm back over here for an hour, just try to stretch. But I have to hit my mouse every 15 minutes. So that way my icon stays green.
Well, listen, if you have to hit your mouse, you might as well just choke your chicken too.
Dude, that should be looking like ground beef by like day 2. Okay. You know, I needed to stay operational.
Have you all noticed the amount of people going live lately?
Oh, fuck,
I know that we go live because we do the podcast and we do the stream, you know, but it's like every 5 minutes somebody's going live, and I'm like, huh, what do you got to say? It's like there's plenty of content out there.
Oh yeah.
So
fucking virtual parties too.
Yeah,
that's been popular.
Yep.
What's his name? BMAC was playing video games earlier this morning, and I'm like, and I was listening to a podcast and I saw the little ticker thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, let me see what he's doing. And I'm working and I'm listening to him, you know, playing video games, and I'm like, plenty of content out there. I don't need to watch Sports Center, which, let's face it, there's nothing on Sports Center.
It's so depressing to watch, man.
They're just talking about when they could come back, sports, and all that stuff.
Then like the draft, because I guess it's still gonna happen.
Right, like a virtual draft and shit like that. And I'm like,
hey guys, he can't do an acceptance speech. His internet signal's out.
Right. It's whack.
Yeah, I guess this shit don't bother me because I'm a homebody, so it hasn't gotten to me yet. I'm good.
At some point, you're gonna be like, man, I gotta
like, I just want to go out.
Take the dog out. I'm good. I get some fresh air. Go get some groceries. I'm good.
Well, I had to go out today. Like I had to go hit PetSmart, so I went at lunch to go hit PetSmart for some meds for the dog, and then I just had to go and get a part at Lowe's. Well, now that we've got the stay-at-home order, you know, all of a sudden there is a police surveillance thing set up in the parking lot at the Lowe's. Damn. Cameras and all like that.
For what?
That's what I asked the girl at Lowe's when I was checking out. I was like, what's up with the eye in the sky sitting out there?
Martial law.
She's like, yeah, I don't know. They came out there and set it up to kind of, you know, see who's coming in and out of the Lowe's and what they're doing. I was like, are you fucking serious?
Buying shit?
Well, that's just it, though. If it's not essential, you're not supposed to be out buying it.
Damn, that's stricter than over here.
Okay, so if it's not essential, then why is Lowe's open?
Well, because they're a supplier. So they're
supplier of what?
Well, they're supplying business.
Shit.
Yeah.
So if they're open, then business must go on because they're deemed essential.
Yeah. So they're supplying what I needed. I needed that hose bib. So fuck you. I bought it.
I'd be like, look, police, they open. So I'm going to buy shit.
They're a supplier supplying me an excuse to get the fuck out the house. So, you know,
what are they gonna do? Arrest you? I start coughing.
People have been threatening that shit, man.
Did you guys see that they're letting people out of jail?
Yeah.
Dumbest shit in the world.
Because you know they're afraid of the coronavirus shit, and
it's spreading.
They're not letting go some just like nickel and dime, you know, criminals. No. They're letting go some hardcore criminals. Mm-hmm. I'm like, for what? So they can arrest the people that are not, you know, abiding by the order?
I heard he get like a DWI and just get put on 2 days house arrest kind of shit. It's wild.
Oh, you're talking about John Jones. Nice.
Oh, yeah, I did hear the best one from that. Somebody was talking about, you know, says if it was called Corona 16, R. Kelly wouldn't be trying to get out of jail.
Yeah, no, someone said he tested positive where she was at 19.
Right? I was like, damn, internet wins again.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Well, speaking of John Jones, since what's his name over there? Miggy brought it up.
Slap on the wrist, motherfucker.
There you go. Chael, son.
The American gangster.
Uncle Chael.
His birthday today.
Yep. Happy birthday, Uncle Chael.
Hmm.
He doesn't believe that John Jones should be punished by the UFC. What do you guys think about that shit?
Well, he grew up on the mean streets of West Lynn, Oregon. So, I mean,
That's right. He is the original gangster.
American gangster. So, I mean, dude, Chael knows what criminals look like, and John Jones, I guess, isn't one.
Well,
sorry, you got to. If you want to be mainstream, you want to be the on par with the NFL and the NBA and all like that. When their guys fuck up off the field, they get punished on the field as well.
Well, I mean, it's a criminal offense. Shouldn't that be up to the law?
Yeah, but there's also, I'm sure there's a
code of conduct,
or a morality clause in his contract.
When have you seen the UFC enforce any sort of morality?
I know. I mean,
what is he gonna get? Jesus Christ, man!
Yeah,
dirtbag, always a dirtbag.
Yeah, I mean, they're not. I mean, what are they gonna do? Nothing.
Get him another fight.
Yeah, get him another fight. Exactly.
Make some more money off of his likeness, you know?
I mean, if it was anybody else, would they get the same fucking treatment?
No.
Fuck no, dude.
No, they'd be fucking done.
There's only one other person that can outdo what John Jones does, and that's Conor McGregor. That's it.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, that's true.
That's it. Because I
guess that brings it back to what we were talking about last week. Who are the real superstars in the UFC? Because Kamaru Usman was talking about Jorge Masvidal not being a superstar. Well, dude, neither are you. Exactly. Obviously, the only superstars right now are John Jones and Conor McGregor because they could get away with anything.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
That's it. There's only two.
Neither one of them is black or white. They're both green. And that's
right. Money. Mm-hmm. Money. Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, Chael's saying that, but, I mean, he knows what are they going to do? They ain't going to do shit to him anyways.
I mean, yeah, exactly. We've seen what's going to happen. Just what was it? 4 days was the actual amount they gave him.
Personally, I don't care because I don't see them as like the NFL or the NBA. And even if he was like an NBA player and the law handled it, then fuck it, got handled. But I don't know. I just don't think that sports institutions like the UFC, the MLB and NBA and all that shit should be enforcing laws. I mean, if you have a morality contract or a code of conduct that you got to go by, then that's different. But I've never heard of one in the UFC. I've never heard of anybody being
it's a weird thing.
Punished by it.
So think about it this way though. It's like in the UFC, they actually obviously don't punish because he's that character for them, that good bad guy, bad whatever you want to consider him.
Oh, he's a heel, 100%.
That makes money. In the NFL and NBA, like teams don't like that because that makes them look bad. So that's why it's also kind of enforced differently. I feel like
Yeah, but I mean, if you're trying to get more eyes on your sport, you definitely.
Eyes. Hold on.
What
happened? Let me show you.
All right.
Let me show you. Where is it?
All right. Thought you had it. Like, boom.
There it is. The UFC fighter conduct policy.
Okay.
So there is one.
All right. There's going to be a John Jones McGregor clause. I already know it.
Is it literally just one? Okay. I'm about to say it's got to be more.
It's several pages. Let's see. About 6-7 pages. I'm not going to read it all, but let's see. Let's see if we can.
If you sell the place out, it doesn't apply.
Right.
Probably. Let's see. Responsible conduct advances the interests of the sport and the fighter. Conversely, irresponsible conduct by the fighter tarnishes the reputation of both the affected fighter and the UFC, undermines the positive image set by other fighters. Let's see. While criminal activity by the UFC fighter is clearly detrimental to the reputation of the UFC and therefore subjects the fighter to discipline and other conduct, can disciplinary action. So they do have a code of conduct.
Whoa, criminal offenses?
Yeah,
criminal
discipline. Yep.
Whoa.
But not limited to those involved. The use of threat of violence, domestic violence, and other forms of partner abuse, theft, and other property crimes, sex offenses, obstruction or resisting arrest, disorderly conduct, fraud, racketeering, and money laundering, which Uncle Chill had a little running with the law with that. I want to say about 7-8 years ago. Let's see.
All right. So see, it's there. So they just choose to not.
I'm telling you, there's like a John Jones clause, man.
Yeah.
Well, that puts a hole in anybody's argument. They do have a code of conduct. So if you're not, abiding by it, you could. Well, let me see, because I think the key word there was could.
Yeah. Could.
Disciplinary. Let's see.
Yeah, there's always that discipline may be imposed. So there's always the may. It's
may. Yeah.
It's written by lawyers.
May be imposed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which. And by May, they are covered because they don't have to.
Yeah.
May.
So Hall of Fame time, he gets an asterisk for being a dirtbag?
Hell no.
Well, I mean, I don't think that the Hall of Fame has anything to do with his criminal.
No, I'm being silly, bro.
No. Okay.
I just think it's sad that he's such a great talent, but such a fucking douche, man. It's just, you can't cheer for the guy anymore. I mean, I don't.
Well, I mean, I hope that he gets his shit together. I mean,
for the what time?
I don't know.
If time and shit. I mean, God.
Look, I can give you an accurate date, a specific date of when he'll get it, and it's February 31st.
Oh, what year?
Yeah, what year? 2031. Yeah, in the 40s. What?
2021. There you go.
Yeah, and acting retarded. I can imagine the day he loses. What the fuck's he gonna do?
Oh. It might be like a Ronda,
Just fucking lose his shit altogether and just fucking do a Tony Montana sniffing.
Let's go to the WWE.
She is a weird, she's turned into a real weird individual. Ronda has.
Mm-hmm. Why? What is she doing?
if you go to
wrestle.
Well, not just the wrestling. If you see there again, like you said, everybody's going live.
God, my baby mama.
No, nothing bad. It's just interesting because her and Travis Brown, they have a farm.
Okay.
They're like homesteaders.
Okay.
So she'll go live. Well, no, it's just interesting because she'll go live from her kitchen and talking about, what they're doing or, from the farm and talking about their animals. And it's Ronda Rousey talking about her goats and, talking shit about this goat's being an asshole today kind of thing or this and that.
Well, it's like having kids. You talk about
damn, she's
dog.
a normal person, bro.
She is a normal, but it's interesting because she still throws that Ronda Rousey kind of twist on stuff a little bit.
What,
so
she armbar the goat or what?
No,
all I want to know is this, man. How come she can't finish an armbar in the WWE? I thought she was supposed to be a good fighter or something. What the fuck is that all about?
It's fake.
What?
It's fake, Miggy.
It's still real to me, damn it.
She's horrible, man. Don't even get me started on that.
Go ahead, let it out. I mean, you got
she's pure trash. I mean, I watched her on the last WrestleMania, and I'm like, oh my God, botch after botch after botch after botch. I'm like, I know you're a draw, but holy shit, you look horrible. She keeps doing the same shit, trying to rip the fucking arms out of these poor skinny ass women. It should just be hurting people left and right. It's hard to watch. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Go back and get an ass whipping from Cyborg or something. I'd rather see that. Total trash.
Tell us how you really feel.
Total trash.
Total trash.
Well, I mean, she's got to be a big enough draw for the WWE to keep her.
Yeah, but they turned on her. And as soon as right around WrestleMania last year, the fans turned on her because they figured out how corny she is. I mean, they stopped her from doing promos. That's how bad it was. She couldn't get her out edgewise. Every time she talked, they would just boo the shit out of her. And then I'm thinking to myself, all right, next week she's going to be a fucking heel. And sure enough, next week,
I remember that.
She couldn't even be a heel. She couldn't even do that right. Every heel walks out slow, tells people to fuck off, and she has that face like, I'm going to kick your ass. I'm like, you got your ass whipped twice really bad. We know you're not the baddest woman in the world anymore. Cut the shit out. And she couldn't even do that, bro. So stay home, please. Have 6 kids.
Damn, my man's wants her to social distance from the WWE. Damn.
He went kind of hard on her. That actually kind of hurt my feelings.
Damn.
Rub it out, motherfucker. Rub it out.
I think it's one of those things where I think a lot of people probably thought, and she probably did too. She thought it would be easy to just go from UFC. I'll go over, WWE's got interest in me. I'll just jump over there. It'll be easy. And it's not.
The money is good.
Sure.
That's a different dynamic, man. You really have to get people on board. If they're not on board, you're fucked. And that's how
you gotta be able to sell it. And if you're not selling it, you're fucked. Yeah, that's for sure.
And she never really sold it in the UFC. The UFC is what sold her. The UFC was what was behind her. She wasn't the one like really selling herself.
That's the job of the UFC as a promoter. They're supposed to promote you and make you this superstar, which they have stopped doing. And that's why you don't have quote unquote superstars besides John and Connor.
Yeah, they do it on their own.
I think as fans, we already knew it. We were just waiting for that one chick to come whip her ass.
Yeah.
I don't think
because you knew it was you saw the holes and it was like it was one dimensional. They were like, okay, all it's going to take is one person.
But let's give her some credit though. While it lasted, it was fucking fun.
Oh, it was. It was.
When she was whipping chicks' asses, beating them in 14 seconds, we were all on that hype train. Man, she's
for sure.
Man, she's awesome. And then, of course, everybody comes across that other person that's just, slightly better or just completely whips your ass.
Yeah, they just had her number.
Nobody's going to get out of MMA undefeated.
Nah.
That's the bottom line.
Unless you just win one and then you're out. You're like, you know what? Got it. I'm out.
Grand closing. I mean, John Jones is probably going to go out besides that stupid disqualification, but no one's whipped his ass. That's probably the only dude right now, unfortunately. But
he's had a couple of close fights where it could have gone either way. The first one with Gustafsson and the one with Reyes, that was close. I mean, those two could have gone either way. Those were really close fights. But John's days are coming to an end soon too. Somebody's going to beat him. He's not going to go undefeated unless he retires now.
I'm about to say, I wonder if it'll get to I wonder if he'll see the decline and retire before he takes the L.
Well, that would be a smart thing on his part. If that's what you want your legacy to be, to retire undefeated. Because let's face it.
Yeah, but his legacy is already shit.
His personal legacy. He's fighting. He's going to have some tarnishment too because of the picograms. But still, nobody beat him. You can't call that Hamill fight like a loss in reality.
No, but
that's just a little scratch on a piece of paper.
True, but there again, though, I mean, if nobody beat him,
he was whooping.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy.
Ass.
Like he'd party on fight week and everything, also.
Oh yeah, but I mean, the thing is okay. So nobody beat him. But I mean, that's just like saying, well, Bonds never tested positive, but it doesn't matter. His shit's trashed for life. Same with, Armstrong. Armstrong never tested positive. His legacy in sports is trashed for life.
Man.
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
So, I understand what you're saying, but I mean, history kind of goes the opposite way. I mean, if you fuck up enough, and sorry, your legacy, even as well as it is in the sport you play, is going to get tarnished.
Well, one weird thing with John Jones, and for example, even McGregor, it's like you just have these fans that are so devoted, they don't even give a fuck, dude.
No.
They're just like, whatever. It's like more than before, I feel like, though.
Well, I mean, should we be putting these people up in a pedestal and making them out to be, these goody two-shoes in and out of the ring? There's got to be some certain of craziness to do this shit anyway.
Yeah.
I mean,
I deal with Connor a lot more than I can with Jones. At least Connor sometimes shows remorse and pays his dues and, has his day.
He tries to bounce, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, Connor, he does the act, and then when it's done, the act's not really as strong as it was before the fight. After the fight,
the fight's already sold.
Well, well, not only that, but even after when the fight's done, I mean, he talked shit. I mean, all over Aldo, punched him once and then showed him the utmost respect afterwards and shit like that. You know,
That was his paycheck, bro.
well, yeah, that's just it. It's hey, this is my job. I'm gonna talk shit. I'm gonna pump the fight. I'm gonna whoop your ass, and then afterwards, it's done. Whatever.
Well, let me keep playing devil's advocate here. Doesn't John do that too in the ring? No. What happened the last time he fought DC?
Oh, that fake ass shit.
Okay. Nevertheless, he showed respect.
Okay.
He's a martial artist. Look, here's what I predict. If John Jones stays in the UFC, he's gonna be the next Diego. So,
well, you heard that the whatchamacallit, the body cam, footage thing where he said, I get punched for a living. Yeah. I have a little ADD or whatever.
He said like ADD.
Yeah. So, I mean, it is possible.
When he opens his mouth and the alarm rings. Shut up.
I got ABC. You mean CTE? Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I got that one too.
I just
punched in the head.
I don't think we're ever going to understand him because we've never been in that situation. We don't have those dark demons that we have to, try to live with every day and try to get him out of our head or whatever.
John Jones demons?
Huh?
John Jones demons?
Yeah.
Fuck demons he got, man.
Well, I don't know. That's the thing. We
try
don't
unemployment.
know.
Try bills. Try kids.
Man, straight up
math facts.
Coming from those damn
just
demons.
because a person has money doesn't mean that they don't have demons.
I'm gonna say with John Jones too, man. I feel like let's look at it. He has brothers that are professional athletes. Who knows if it could be for their upbringing? They're all competing against each other. Who knows if that one simple little thing could be it for him? That's why he probably like pushes himself hard in the gym and stuff. But then he's like, oh, I got a party to relieve this.
But
that's what it could be, man.
Chris, what are you doing, buddy?
What?
All right, cause I see your hand moving.
Oh no! And then my leg. I got my hand on my knee and my legs bouncing.
He's just excited to talk about John, dude. Does
his brothers do they get into shit too? Because I mean, they got money.
No, they're like successful NFL players.
ESPN's like, hey, nice to talk to you, but what do you think about your brother?
Their brother's a fucking fuck up.
Yeah, they're just exactly. They're like, oh yeah, no, we could whoop his ass. That's what they say too. They're like, yeah, I mean, John, we could beat his ass. We beat his ass all the time. And it's like, damn.
Well, aren't they like 390 pounds respectively?
Well, I mean, maybe together.
Or no, is it?
But they are bigger than him.
Yeah.
I'm sure he could whip the ass though.
I mean, let's see. I can't remember.
We'll look them up.
Who they play for.
Well, I think one might be on the Bills.
One of them plays for Baltimore, I think. Who gives a shit?
Chandler
Jones, yeah,
and Arthur Jones. Player. Or what? They played for
Cardinals. Yeah, one plays for the Cardinals, and then Arthur Jones. He plays for what did he play for?
Baltimore.
Baltimore. Yep, Baltimore and Redskins.
We'll never understand what his issue is, though, so it doesn't matter. Anyway.
Yeah.
I don't even keep up with the UFC like I used to, so it doesn't even matter to me.
It's hard to nowadays, man, because it's just fucking you're inundated with it every weekend. There's not now. I mean, it's
looking every day. There's something about it though on fucking ESPN.
Yeah. Well, I mean, ESPN's pushing it. I mean, they
are.
Yeah, that's their little cash cow right now. So let's
dropped a lot of money.
John Jones, and let's talk about these two dudes.
Okay, two dudes.
Kamaru Usman wants to make Jorge Masvidal squeal like a pig. He is.
I think he's just trying to jump on that train.
I don't know if he should be saying that with that hat on.
Look, man, you got to sell the look of the douche.
That's my personal opinion. It's like, bro, if you're gonna wear that six lemure from what was the name of that show? Blossom. Remember Blossom? Her friend used to wear a hat like that.
Yep.
Bro, if you're gonna make comments like that, you might want to take off the hat. The glasses are cool. The Gucci shirt is cool.
You almost look like Dennis Rodman before he became Dennis Rodman.
Look, man,
that hat got to go.
Gotta convince people, that you're the poop. I guess.
I guess.
Man. You gotta try and look like.
He's just trying to jump on that train. He ain't never mentioned that man's name until now. He's
actually,
shit,
there's a video of Kamaru going back and forth talking about Jorge, and Jorge just made a video of all the shit, calling it like he's got like multiple personalities.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So let me pull it up. I'll play.
But I'm saying, when did he start talking about him? Before he became really relevant, or prior to?
Well, he's not trying to give him any love.
Yeah, he really didn't start talking until it started lining up when they were going to fight.
Yeah, he pretends that he doesn't know who Jorge is. So
which is a joke because they all know who each other is. Check this
out. I'm gonna play this little video. I mean, it's 7 minutes, but I'm not gonna play all of it. But I'll show you like the first minute or so, and you'll get the idea.
This is a while back because he got short hair.
I thought I told your ass to subscribe, man. What's going on?
Sorry, Poppy.
I'll find you, bro.
Yes,
it's a matter
please.
of time. Just
All
fucking
day.
hit the subscribe, like, and share button. All that shit.
Oh, 3
That guy gets on the TV day in and day out. And I know 100% he's not the one doing this the way they cut and edit. He's not the one doing this the way they cut and edit.
You don't think so, Jorge?
What do you have to say to Hyder? How about that?
What do I have to say?
Yeah, because he's been talking. You said he gets on the camera and they cut it wrong. Why don't you let them cut something wrong for you?
They don't need to cut something wrong for me. What skill have you seen from Hyder?
Does he have good takedown defense?
He was taking. You saw the fight. He was taken down.
Does he get back up?
He can get back up.
How do you beat him?
How do I beat him? I beat him whichever way I want to beat him.
Which means what?
If we want to stand, you can watch my fights. You can see it. I box.
So you're going to box him, or are you going to wrestle him, or are you going to mix it?
What is the Marty thing?
That was his name, Michael. That was his name.
His name is Kamaru.
His name was Marty. Google Marty Usman.
On his passport, it will say,
listen,
Martin. Martin just doesn't sound Nigerian enough. Is that what you're saying?
I knew him as Marty Usman. I wasn't even trying to insult the guy. That was just what I knew him as. And then he gets all pissed.
He was a little condescending.
With Marty Usman here in another tough match.
Still champion Marty Usman from Nebraska.
Speaking with Marty Usman, who's here at the Olympic Training Center.
Oops.
When they showed the video of him, when they went to the camera turned to him during the last pay-per-view, the fucking pop was gigantic. Everybody went crazy when they saw him.
Yeah, I mean,
the hype is real.
Yeah, the hype is real.
It's alive.
You know,
it's alive and kicking.
Man,
people love him. People love him.
You know, but that's the thing is, and I'm no hater. I give credit where credit is due. Yeah, but let's say Ben Askren does take him down and does what Ben Askren does. We wouldn't be having this conversation right now.
The fight clock is brought to you by Magoop.
On that tip, and Jorge Masvidal was here earlier as well.
Hey, there's Triple C.
Listen, he wants to fight.
Who? Who?
Okay, let's stop it right there.
Dude, that was almost as funny as fucking, what is the dude's name from the Clippers laugh? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh my
Jesus.
So you see what he's trying to do there.
Yeah, it's probably his agent telling him, yo, you got to act this way, kid. Got to build up that profile.
That was hard to watch. I was
He needs to fire that agent.
Right?
Much, because that shit, I felt like I was getting retarded watching that shit.
Man.
You mean more retarded, right?
He's,
oh, shit.
one finger all crooked.
We're not supposed to say retarded.
It's all right.
Says who?
People.
Okay. Well, those people don't listen or watch.
The strength of fucking 10 chimps.
I just love the one where they tried to give freaking Askren so much shit about calling him Marty, and that tried to be such a big storyline.
Well, now I understand it. Why, he kept calling him Marty.
Yeah.
You saw
that was his fucking name before.
That was his fucking name before.
Yeah.
That's what he was wrestling as, Marty Usman.
But the thing is nobody comes back after the fact and goes, "Oh shit, our bad, man. We didn't mean to fucking try to drag you around and say you were being disrespectful to him and calling him Marty." Now that the proof's been thrown up in our face and shown that, that's what he went at.
Let's back it up a little bit, because that could have been doctored. But
the clips of the name that says Marty and
so Marty, what do you think, or something like that?
Yeah.
Directly ask him.
I could put that together in a minute.
Maybe a little bit longer than a minute.
Well, okay, 2 minutes. So, it's not really far off, but nevertheless, it's out there, and now people understand why he kept calling him Marty, and he gave you an explanation that made sense.
Yeah, that's what they called him in the wrestling circuit, and that's where Askren knew him from.
Yep.
It's just funny because you see the clips of him with Rogan, and one moment he's talking shit about him, and then the next he's like giving him props.
Yeah.
It's like two different episodes, but still.
Yeah.
It's like, what's going on here, man?
It's that person that says before they get ready to talk shit about you, they say, with all due respect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With all due respect, Chris,
Yeah.
you're an asshole.
Well,
Exactly.
dude, not only that, though, it's just like, man, just thinking now, it just really makes that Super Bowl encounter even more just cringe. You know?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if they're in on it together, but the way that, Austin explained it, they look like they were. So,
yeah.
But,
so,
that video is making him look stupid, though.
Yo, but even if they're, they could be in the sense of in on it together, but they're still going to be talking genuine shit. But they probably know that together, if they can just hype it up, that people will just buy it. That's what they're trying to do, honestly.
Well, fuck, we're talking about it here.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, this is some WWE fucking promo shit.
I mean, it just, it goes back to like when Khabib and Conor fought, how like people, they saw like Conor talking during the fight saying like, it's just business, just business.
Talk now. Talk now.
Oh, yeah,
Talk now.
That wasn't
it doesn't work. But I think that's what like Usman's basically trying to recreate. He's trying to get that because he wants those numbers, dude.
He's not gonna get the same numbers though.
No.
I just don't think he is. I mean, he's a good fighter and all, and mad respect, but I don't think he recreates Conor's numbers. I don't think anybody recreates Conor's numbers. Not even John.
No,
because he did pretty well with the character he's given the public, the notorious Mac. Everyone loves that. That's what these other guys are trying to achieve, that, man, because they know, especially now, if they want to make that money and get the fights they want, they just got to talk this shit. But
the thing is that's all these guys are. That's the key. All these guys are trying to create this. Conor didn't try to create it. That's just Conor. That's why it's so easy for him. It's just right. That's in his wheelhouse. That's him. All these other guys are like, I'm going to try.
You don't know nothing.
Yeah.
Who the
fuck's that guy?
I mean, his timing's perfect. His comebacks are on point.
Look, it's to the point, too, with him, man. Who gives a fuck if it was fake or real? He just did it right. It doesn't even matter if it's really his character, but the way he did it was right. And now, like, guys are trying to recreate that instead of trying to make the new wave.
I like the way Conor did it because Conor worked his way up. He didn't just fight one person and then start picking the champion. He beat a lot of people before he got that. I think people respect, at least I do. That's the way I like it. Not, I won 2 fights from unknown people and now I deserve a title shot. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Yeah, because, Rogan was talking about him before he was even in the UFC saying, man, when he does make it over here, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with because he was a good fighter before, But yeah, I'm with Angel. You see these guys, 1-2 fights, and then what? Next fucking pay-per-view, they're fighting for a championship. You're like, what the fuck is this?
Before he even came to the UFC. He had 2 titles at the same time. So it's not like he wasn't the real deal.
Well, let's take a look. Let's look at his record. Let's see who he's beat.
Who? Conor?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay. Go ahead.
And I'm going to share it.
Oh, man.
Share it.
I'm going to share it. Okay. So he got to the UFC in 2013. He beat Marcus Brimage.
Who?
Well, exactly. No, that's not a known name.
But that's this first fight.
He beat Max Holloway. He's a good fighter, but at the time, he wasn't the Max Holloway he is today.
Okay.
Diego Brandao, subpar at best compared to the guys that are in the UFC. Dustin Poirier. Poirier wasn't the Poirier that he is today.
Oh, we're going to say that for everybody that's on the list then.
Well, not necessarily.
Yeah.
Dennis Siver.
He was tough.
Yeah, he was all right.
But tough. Again, he's working his way up.
His biggest challenge was Chad Mendes out of all of those guys.
Right.
And he beat Chad Mendes.
Right.
Then Jose Aldo.
Right.
So basically one really tough guy.
Yeah, but he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He had 6 fights before he got to challenge Aldo.
Still, one tough fight. One really tough fight.
Well, and as much as I love Chad, the Mendes fight wasn't really going to be that tough.
Well, let's take a look at this dude.
Because Mendes got that fight on, I think, 2 weeks' notice.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I think if Chad would have had a real camp, I think, honestly, the way that
he was
fight
gassed.
He gassed.
Would have, could have, should have.
Well, sure. But we're all playing fucking MMA math all the time anyways.
Well, still, Chad Mendes would have been his toughest fight. That's it.
Well, no, Aldo would have been his toughest fight.
Yeah, and we know what happened there.
Yeah.
I mean, we know what happened on all the fights.
I mean, if you're going to look at it, sure. I mean, Nate Diaz was his toughest fight.
Actually, Khabib was his toughest fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, he lost that one.
So he lost to Nate too.
Yeah. But then he came back and he got that one back.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, about getting it back. That was like, that could have gone either way.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen guys go up to the top having way tougher fights than Conor. Maybe
back in the day.
I think his personality had a lot to do with it, which is fine. He was selling himself.
Yeah, but in the last 3 years, you hadn't seen anybody have, real tough fights to make it up.
What do you mean?
Dude, the last 3 years, or maybe not 3. I'd say maybe the last 2 years.
Let me pull up this dude's record here.
So who would have, besides Chad Mendes and Aldo, who would have been a good challenge for
Tony Ferguson?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yo, speaking of Conor and Tony Ferguson, man.
Hold on. I'm going to show you a guy that had a little bit of a tougher road to the top.
Okay.
Let's see. Where is
Go ahead.
We can't forget that we're not talking about just going straight to the top. I mean, this guy still had a lot of fights before he got to the top.
Dustin Poirier.
All right.
Let's take a look at him. Jim Miller, a fucking killer.
Okay.
Eddie Alvarez, he was a no contest because of the accidental knee. That's Eddie Alvarez, champion. Anthony Pettis, champion. Justin Gagey, champion. Eddie Alvarez, champion again. Max Holloway, champion. And then he challenged Khabib. That's a fucking tough road to the championship. Mm-hmm. All the guys that he fought were former champions.
Okay. Yeah, nobody's disputing that, but what were the positions? What are the positions of some of these fighters? Were they hurt at the time? Because a lot of them guys were hurt.
Like who?
I'm just saying. You have the stats on that. I'm just saying. You're playing devil's advocate. We're playing math.
Well, then pull up who was hurt at that time.
I don't give a shit.
Why bring it up? Conor had a tough roll to the top, and I'm like, I don't know about that. I'm just saying that the main fight that was the toughest fight was Chad Mendes, and I show you a guy who had a tougher road. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Damn.
The tougher road that didn't make the championship. So, oh well.
Still, that was a tough road.
It was. That's what he's in it for. Hey, I'm not worried about it. He's a good guy. I like the way he fights, but it is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying, that
he paid his dues too. And now go back to the stats of people who didn't pay their dues. That's what we were talking about, is guys who are just fighting.
I don't think Conor fought the same amount of quality fighters that Dustin Poirier did. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, you look at the names, I'm like, yeah, you didn't even know who Marcus Brimage was. I mean, can you even spell it? Baramage? Anyway, whatever.
Definitely. I'm sure it has something to do with who match makes whoever,
Well, when you have a little cash cow, that has a little momentum. Yeah, they're going to give you a more advantageous fight. But anyway, he did beat Aldo, so I mean, props to him. Can't really hate on him. My point was just that there was guys that had a tougher road to the championship,
and some that never got any.
But anyway, moving along.
So
we were talking. Go ahead.
Are we going to talk about 249 yet, man?
Oh,
about the constant state of confusion as to what the hell's going on.
Well, nobody knows what the fuck is going on. That's
the one constant.
And I think they're just eating us on like it's going to happen.
And your boy Marty says that he's ready. Remember how we were talking last week?
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah.
He said last week I was under the impression that he was hurt because he hadn't taken the fight with Masvidal yet. But I guess this week he came out and said, "I'm ready to go." So he must healed, whatever injury he had.
Yeah. When's it supposed to be?
What was that?
When's that supposed to be?
15 days.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
In an empty arena?
I don't think it's happening, guys.
People are saying fight vote.
Fight vote.
Well, they're having WrestleMania with no fucking people in the audience.
Yeah.
For 2 days.
That's just weird.
Listen, I don't think UFC 249 is going to happen.
I don't think so.
I think he's going to get canceled because there's just too many obstacles. And
exactly, bro.
And I don't know why this guy's saying anything. It's like, bro, you're like 157 years old. You're in boxing. Shut up. Nobody gives a fuck what your point of view is. There's no sports. If they could do this safely, and test the fighters and make sure that everybody's good and have an event with no other people, then shut the fuck up. Unless you're going to go ahead and put on a boxing event.
He's just salty that he can't.
And we're talking about Bob Arum, slamming Dana White for trying to put on a UFC event during the pandemic. It's like, listen, man, the work kind of stopped, abruptly. And they're trying to do everything that they can to, have some normalcy. Actually, I fucking applaud him. I'm like, you're trying to give us some entertainment. Yeah, you're trying to put a little coin in your pocket at our expense, but we have always paid for it anyway.
Trusty, do you think if MLB or NBA or any of these other organizations could figure out a way that they could put their product on the TV and stay within the guidelines, that they wouldn't be doing it?
Right.
Absolutely.
Exactly. The only reason why they're not even doing it technically is just they have to travel a lot, exposing them at the constant risk. That's the only reason why they're not doing it.
But the UFC doesn't have to travel as much.
Exactly. Just for that one fight.
So if you can get the guy, well, apparently there's a test now that takes like about 45 minutes for you to find the results.
Yeah.
So if you can test all the people that are going to be part of the event, at least 2 weeks out to make sure that they're good and they're all healthy and they don't have anything, then fuck it. Have it on a plane hangar. Have it on a boat on the middle of the ocean, wherever.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things that they were wondering is when this first started and the NBA shut out, how did these players get tested when there wasn't tests for regular people?
Because they got money.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the point, that they didn't want to start that angle about money over poor people, shit like that.
Well, that's always been how it is.
Yeah, but I'll say if people don't know that by now, then that's on them.
Money talks.
When these people have money, they can get tests from other countries that have tests that aren't approved here. I forgot where it was. There's like somewhere
for a sport versus if someone can't be tested because they're actually sick, Or
who tested the NBA players?
An NBA physician for sure.
Probably sticks his tongue out of in his ass and be like, "You're good."
They weren't supposed to say. He wasn't supposed to say that, but he got caught out there. So.
And I don't want to take that test.
Man,
dude, they show that swab so far up your nose,
it's touching your brain and shit.
Yeah,
nasal probe.
And then they do the one because most of the time they'll do two. They do the one up the nose and then the one in the throat. And I've done the one like for the flu and stuff like that. Dude, that shit hurts.
Chris wants the one through the rectum.
No, fuck that. I'm good. I'm waiting for Mayo's one. Theirs should be coming out. I think Monday is when they're saying they're going to have theirs.
Mayo that test coronavirus. Damn.
Dude, Mayo's doing 1,000 tests a day now.
I can't believe it.
They've got a machine where they can run 1,000 tests and get the results in 24 hours. So they've actually been running a lot. But they're going to have.
Man, they're behind the curve because the new test takes 45 minutes.
Well, they are testing other people's results instead of whereas before you had to send them to the Department of Health and they would run it and it would take 48 hours and then they would have to send it back. Now Mayo is taking them, putting them in their machine, running it 24 hours and then getting the results right back to the local people here. Monday, they'll have the blood test to be able to see if you've got the antibodies from it. And then I think all the employees are going to be tested. So
let me ask you guys something because I keep seeing the conspiracy theory saying that.
Which one?
Yeah, that it's a hoax.
Oh, it's not a hoax.
Let me ask you this: how many people would be involved in something like this if it was a hoax?
Everybody apparently, and fuck, I'm not involved. So
no, it's not a hoax.
I just don't see 100 people, let alone thousands of people involved in a secret like this. Not spilling the beans.
Especially in today's world, dude, it'd be hard to pull that shit off.
Yeah,
right?
No, it's not a hoax. It's real.
Yeah,
I mean, I know what's coming out of China is not real.
Oh no, fuck no.
Oh yeah.
Whatever what they're saying is completely fake.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And it's funny because when we were getting started in all this and he was starting to hit, I saw a guy, I can't remember his name. He's a big time jiu-jitsu guy. What's his name? Barrett, I think. Yoshida. I think that's it.
San Diego, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Apparently his wife is Japanese. Well, his wife was watching the Japanese news, and the Japanese people were reporting that China was lying way back then.
Yeah, dude, that's been a huge thing. It's just like it depends on the source.
But the media here was selling it as, they're recuperating, they're doing better. The curve is flattened over there, so so they're basing their numbers based on that information that they were getting from China.
Yeah.
But I think this week or last week, everything's been coming out to light that, hey, no, these motherfuckers are testing positive again.
Yeah, it's like people have pointed out to like the Spanish flu pandemic where, once that first wave went through, it came back and it was even worse. Like honestly, I feel like the only real thing China has is they've been fighting with this for a while that maybe because of their lockdown, it's just kind of slowed the spread to where the hospitals aren't overwhelmed and slammed. That's it. That's like the only thing that's happening.
Didn't they have to build a hospital in 10 days?
Yeah, and they apparently stopped using it. Like they claim they don't need it, but what it probably is the regular hospitals aren't being swamped anymore, so it can stay, fighting the current speed of the spread of the disease.
I saw this thing on YouTube, and it was like these freelance reporters going around New York City, showing empty hospitals, saying, "Oh, there's nothing going on here. It's a hoax." And I'm like, dude, really?
Yeah, bro. They have like some video where they confronted Cuomo with like a shit ton of medical supplies. I'm like,
oh,
that is legit though. That's not conspiracy. Like, because he was all bitching saying, they're not sending us what we need.
Yeah.
This and that, and then
he had a bunch of shit in storage.
Yeah, he had like over 30,000 masks and everything, and ventilators and storage. And then, but what was interesting was if you start connecting the dots. The day before was the press conference where Barr actually came to the podium and said they enacted the executive order saying that it was actually illegal to be hoarding medical supplies, and that anybody caught hoarding medical supplies would be prosecuted under law. And then literally the next day, they found those in New York, and they found a giant stash in California as well. So it was kind of interesting that, the day before it's like, hey, if you're hoarding shit, we're going to fucking bust your ass. And then the next day, lo and behold, hey, we got a warehouse over here. It's got a bunch of shit in it. We found it. It's cool. And then watching him squirm to try to explain it, going, no, that's just for in prep. We still need more, for the surge that's coming. That's the big thing. They're always talking about this surge that's coming, the surge, so. But the other one, the thing that's killed me, though, is there was the photos that were going around of them loading all the dead bodies at the New York hospital.
Oh, with the refrigerated truck?
Yeah. Well, there's been a few doctors on Twitter that have absolutely just torn that to shreds because
ice rink.
Well, one of them, no, not that. Is just said, one guy was like, in my 25 years of working as a doctor in New York, never once have I ever seen them load a dead body in the front of a hospital in the street, because we have a special area in the hospital underground where this is done. They're always kept out of the public eye. It's loaded and they're carted off. It's not made a show of. He goes, so that was just the most disrespectful thing they could have ever did. So that was, all for photo op. So it's shit like that where it starts turning people going, all right, hold on, what the fuck? Yeah.
Well, I did see that a news outlet here was running a report about, the conditions of the New York hospitals and shit. and they were using footage from a hospital in Italy that was reported by Sky News.
Yep.
And I'm like, what the fuck? Why
it was
are
also the same news outlet that ran the firing range that's in Kentucky that has a one night only. They line up all their, fully automatic tracers. And
they light everything up.
They light everything up. Well, they use that footage to push the Syrian war, saying this was footage from the Syrian war. And people were going, wait a minute. No, that's not. That's from this gun range in Kentucky on this night, you assholes. Stop
this is
it.
Exactly why you can't believe anything anymore. You don't know what's real and what's fake.
No, there again. That's why I stopped fucking watching the news and TV like a week and a half ago. I just, nah.
Yeah, man.
I mean, you can't avoid it though. I mean, you go on Facebook for whatever reason, and it's all there.
Yeah, you get an email from like Chili's. You're like, what the fuck? Why is this sending me an email?
Just checking on you.
To COVID-19.
Fuck, my pizza joint down the street where I order all the time from is closed.
Really?
Coronavirus gone too damn far, man.
Wow.
Fuck.
Yep. They are shut down. They're not even open.
So, Chris, what do you think the goal is of all of this, if it's done on purpose or whatever?
That's the thing. I don't know what the goal is. I don't know if it's just to create panic and, make people rely on the government. Because the crazy thing is like Vermont. I saw a story earlier this morning. Vermont now, they made it to where people can't buy seeds. Like
what are these seeds?
Seeds. Like I can't go to a store and buy tomato seeds. Or
let's look at this. What laws are they trying to pass behind our backs?
Well, that's the
That's the real question.
They're using a lot of this panic and shit like that to try to. I mean, like if you saw a lot of the stuff that they put they tried to put into the bill, for like why a stimulus package did a museum get like 25 million?
Oh yeah, I saw like the like some arts thing that the government has.
And then literally the day after they got the 25 million, they laid off all their musicians. So it was like, wait a minute, what the fuck? You literally just got 25 million. There was a lot of shit, and that's what I was telling him, man. I kind of feel bad, for Trump in a sense, because there was so much bullshit that kind of got shoved in that bill that if he fought back too much, all he was doing was just hurting more people.
Yeah, dude. That set something up perfectly. So what's going on right now with this whole shit show? It's just a political show right now.
Yeah,
you're just using the pandemic to really fuck other people's image over just because it's an election year.
Well, they're doing that. They're trying to like California's made it to where I think they're not selling guns or ammo. They've made it basically not you don't need it. It's not essential.
Fuck.
Yeah. Fuck you.
I hate them all. I hate.
Oh, it's a mess, bro. It's like
I dislike both parties equally.
Oh, I do too, because everybody's jumping on it. It's like never let an emergency go without use, and that's what they're doing. Instead of like everybody just kind of putting their bullshit aside and let's fix this. Let's help people, because there's going to be a shit ton of people who genuinely need the help. There's going to be a shit ton of businesses that are going to need the help.
Yep.
Fuck all the political games. Fuck the left. Fuck the right. Just,
Exactly, dude. Right now, with the situation that's going on, it's like it's become to the point where now it's the governors and even city mayors that are having to do all this fucking work because the top dogs. Well, you have some governors too, kind of fighting back with the feds, but it's just a shit show right now. It's to the point where it's like it's like Survivor gone on politics, man.
Yeah. So it's become Hunger Games.
You die, your citizens die.
Well, like, here in Florida, everybody's been shitting on, our governor because
he apparently just found out that asymptomatic people can spread it or something like that.
Well, he wouldn't shut the state. He would not just shut the whole state down.
Yeah, for a while.
And, everybody's like, well, he's waiting on the government to tell him to do it. And the government's coming out and saying, well,
the governors.
Well, we don't want to tell you to do it. You run your state how you feel you need to run it. which I think is the right way, because you've got some states that don't have, large cases, like in the Midwest or central
Dakotas and shit.
Yeah, they've got like 1 or 2 cases. They're very small. So people have been talking about, Trump needs to issue a national lockdown. And he's even kicked back and said, no, I don't think I need to, because, these places over here have large numbers and these places over here don't have any. So there's no reason to lock these places down that don't have any, for these. So it is up to the states. The states should do what the states need to do.
Yeah.
You can't always rely on daddy
Listen,
government.
I know that you're, defending him somewhat. I just can't watch him talk, bro.
No, I don't want to watch him talk either.
It's like,
the only fun thing, and this is horrible saying this.
Actually, I can't watch any of them.
The only fun thing is to see him argue with the reporters, bro. That's the only shit that's
funny. Yeah, that's actually kind of funny. But when he's just talking, it's like he's almost like he's talking in circles.
Seeing people's reactions standing behind him and whatnot, I'm like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
We have done a lot. We have done very, very, very much. I believe that we have done very, very, very good things. I think that we're going to be very, very, very good at the end of it. I'm like, why do you keep saying very, very, very?
And he does the
It's like I can't. It's like, all right, bro, you got about 1,000 words to fill. Go.
Yeah, it's like he's writing a fucking paper.
And like
3,000 words to go.
75% of his speeches has got like very, very, very.
Bro, I know someone that writes that shit for him. I know they have.
Ain't nobody writing that shit for him.
No, and nobody's writing for him.
Somebody that can write
his own promo.
Yeah.
Every time I see him, all I hear is "Cut me, Mick." Those fucking bags of his eyes are just so nasty.
Bro, that dude's probably getting no sleep.
Oh, that's a fucking problem. Look in the mirror and say, "You're fired."
I don't think this job is just for one person. I don't think one person can do it. I think that there needs to be like 6 or 7 presidents.
Bro, if we rely on political parties still, we're gonna rely on not changing shit.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's for sure.
Nothing's gonna change.
I just want my reparation check.
Exactly.
Your reparations?
My man got the 23andMe. He got that, that up there, man.
Well, all he gonna do is just buy a bunch of cigarettes.
I've already been seeing people on Facebook going, man, I can't wait to get my check. I'm gonna be getting this. And I'm going, God. It's like it's the same people at tax time. It's like, oh shit, I got $6,000 back on my taxes. I'm rich.
So that's your money.
Yeah, you dumbass, you. That's not how this works.
Anyway, let's get away from that shit, man. Because it just drives me crazy. I can't.
Hurricane season soon.
The what?
Yo, they're saying that shit's gonna be bad this year. Well, they say that shit every year, but
that's the hurricane season coming through.
I saw that, and you know what? All they're doing is they're just adding more panic to the situation. Talking about 3 out of the 5 that we're gonna get are gonna be a Category 5. I'm like, dude, can you even wait at least till August, September when we start getting them before you start, spreading the news and telling people about it? But no, let's tell you about it in March.
Yo, I am gonna say this. 2020 is going to have some of the greatest fucking memes out of all this shit. I am looking right. But I mean, look, you go from the World War III bullshit that happened in January with Iran.
Right.
Amazing memes. Australia on fire. Pretty sad. Still some decent memes.
Michael Jordan flying again.
Fucking amazing memes, bro. Like,
yeah.
Shit. So imagine they're going to make fake events hurricane season saying everyone come to the beach to cough at the hurricane so it gets coronavirus. You're going to see that dumb like that.
It was like every month has been a shit show. So it's been like, one of the memes I saw is like, Australia checking in April 1st is going, how's it going? What's happening?
Yeah.
Everything's clear. Okay, cool. No aliens and shit landed yet.
Free for this month was UFC 249 because let's be real, that happened.
Well, you guys know how Dustin Poirier threw his name in the
who else
in the ring, talking about he'll take the fight.
Dude, everybody's throwing their name in the ring.
Well, he came out and said that he thinks he can.
Oh yeah, trying to talk the most shit.
I'm like,
McGregor got on there and said the same thing too.
I'm like, man, I like you. You're a tough guy, but you ain't beating Tony up. It might be a good back and forth, but you're not beating up Tony. You ain't beating up my man, motherfucker. No, I don't think that's happening. I mean,
bro,
are you guys cool with Poirier replacing Khabib?
No.
Look,
I don't want to see Ferguson versus whoever.
Right.
I want to see Ferguson versus Khabib.
Khabib, yeah. I think this is what I feel. I don't know if you guys are with me on this, but I think that if Tony takes a fight with whoever and Tony happens to lose,
that's it.
That fight with Khabib no longer has the same impact that he has right now.
No.
I think that all that hype, all that train of people getting excited and wanting to watch this fight, I think that goes away.
Yeah.
Either that or this Khabib Tony fight becomes this generation's
Mayweather Pacquiao.
No. God, I just had their names and now I lost them.
That's a lie.
The Emperor, Fedor versus Randy, because we were supposed to get that fight forever and ever back in the day. Remember? Never got it.
Never got it.
And this is shaping up because how many times now has this fight supposed to been
number 5, right?
Yeah,
number 5.
Yeah. So I'm telling you, if this shit don't happen this go around, it ain't happening. They done. It's out.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, let's say Tony loses, that fight's never going to happen for sure.
No.
I mean, the only way that fight keeps going is if Tony beats whoever they put in front of him.
But why
fight? Well, he wants to fight, man. He's gotta make some money. This is how these motherfuckers live.
I understand that, but I mean, is it worth? You're not going to get the money. There's the only person that could step up would be Conor. Nobody else is going to step up that you're going to get the money you would.
Tony versus McNuggets.
Chris, listen. He may not make the money that Conor makes, but $100,000 is $100,000.
No, I understand that, but you're there again. Okay, so you got your $100,000,
right?
But you lost.
Yeah. Okay.
So there goes your shot at making that fuck you money. I don't have to do this shit no more.
Okay, and how does he survive until then? What if it never happens? Period.
Well, I mean, that's a gamble. Sure.
Okay, so it's a gamble for him to fight right now anyway.
Yeah.
Why not take the money? A bird in the hand. You know what they say.
I guess
it's better than 100 in the bush.
I mean, I don't see anybody stepping up that's going to be like super dangerous for him.
Well, Poirier is a dangerous opponent. You don't think?
Not for him. I don't think.
I mean, he's good.
Yeah, he's good. I'm not saying they're all good. I mean, come on.
Or Conor threw his name also out there saying that he's in fighting shape.
Sure. And I'd rather see that.
And Tony says, bring it on, McNuggets.
That would be the best, man.
I'd rather see that.
You know what would make that fight amazing? It'd be a no crowd fight so we can just hear if there's any shit talk.
Oh, that would be so cool.
Bro,
there's going to be.
I actually would be happy to have that.
Because Tony's going to talk some shit back.
Around now.
Exactly. Dude, we need that to happen. Look, if Khabib and Tony can't happen, that'll be a decent substitute,
I think it would be a good one, but I don't think it's happening. I don't think UFC 249 is happening, period.
Bro, I think they're just trying to they probably know.
Dude, you're just too negative, man. You got to stop being so negative.
I'm just being realistic.
Nah, man, you're being negative.
Okay.
Don't be so negative.
All right. What are your hopes?
I'm hoping it happens.
How?
I don't care how. Make it happen.
UFC 3.
Yeah, fuck. Come on, Dana.
Well,
make it happen.
We thought that Khabib was out, but Khabib said, send me location.
Mm-hmm. Send location.
Send location now. I meet you there. And this came out after he had made his statement saying that he wasn't going to fight. A day later, this came out saying, "Hey, send me the location." So we'll see.
Putin said, "Hey, you know what? Go whoop his ass."
He's not whipping Tony's ass.
I mean, that's what you say.
Oh, I know that. I just said it.
I know. I know you did.
That's what I just said.
You've been saying that shit for like months now.
I've been saying it for like the last 6 months, bro.
Yeah. So I mean, you're consistent.
That's right. That's right. But I don't think it's happening, so it doesn't matter.
If he loses, I'm telling you guys, if fucking Tony loses, dude, you better be around. Yeah. Miggy, you may have to fly in, come give your man a hug. You're gonna have to knock on his door. Don't say anything. Just knock on his door when he opens it. Just put your arm out. Come here, man. Give him a hug.
Hey, for Chris, you're gonna have to probably do the same.
No, I'll be like, damn.
No, because I've been saying this shit about Tony beating him, and you've been saying the opposite for the same amount of time.
True, but we didn't spend an entire podcast episode putting Tony. I didn't put Khabib in every goddamn movie I wanted him in either.
That's because you have no creativity. You have no imagination.
None. Right? Just cutting me to the quick.
That's right, motherfucker.
I'm boring.
You could probably put him in like Eastern Promises or something.
Don't even know what that movie is.
See, there you go. You have no creativity. You don't even know.
None.
God, you suck.
I do.
You don't even sound good enough to be on Hallmark.
I mean, I might put him in the next Expendables 12 or something.
The Joey Matrix coming back.
Everybody like 90 years old, and Khabib's like a young 35-year-old guy, just whipping everybody's ass.
I'm waiting for the Expendable Fast and Furious crossover.
Oh, that'd be kind of dope.
Well, you know, it's got to happen.
I mean, I ain't mad at that, to be honest with you.
Space and cyberspace.
Now, you'll know that I love Tony and that I want to see him beat Khabib, but he also came out and said that Khabib should be stripped of the lightweight title. And that's something that I can't agree with him. Yes. I mean, it's not really his fucking fault. Mm-mm. I mean, I know that he's disappointed that the fight might not happen, but still, come on. He earned that championship. Don't take it away from him just because, this shit is going on.
Yeah, but it's an opportunity to try to get it off of him. Everybody's going to try to take it. But no, you shouldn't strip him.
Listen, if anybody's going to get stripped, it should be John. And I don't think that's happening.
No, fuck no.
So, for Khabib to be stripped, I don't agree with that. I think he was trying to make it to, if he fights somebody else, that it would be for the title as well. But no, Khabib's the champ. Mm-hmm. In order to be the champ, you have to beat the champ.
Yep.
Unless he goes, through the interim route and, Khabib Khabib never comes back, then okay, well, I that's fine. The champion, couldn't fight anymore. So yes, you are the champion now. Then at that point I'd be okay, cool. But that's not the case here. Khabib is able to fight. It's just, circumstances.
Yeah.
I can see them stripping Khabib going, fuck you, and then heading to Bellator.
That would be wild.
He's under contract, man. That's not happening.
How long is the contract for, by the way?
Oh, I don't know. But he's under contract. He just can't say, oh, you know what? I'm going to Bellator.
No, but he can just not fight.
Well, yeah, he could do that for sure.
Yeah, and then just wait out the contract.
You can't wait out the contract. If you are under contract and you're retired, your contract freezes.
Yeah.
So if you have 2 fights left and you decide that you want to come back, you can't fight in Bellator. You have to fulfill those 2 fights, or however many fights you have left in the contract.
Yeah, UFC's got that contract shit locked down. I mean, it's dirty pool, but it's the way it is.
Yup.
Hold on, this is for Robbie.
Robbie, what?
He just texted me a screenshot of us.
He's a fag anyway.
Wow, you're gonna get on to us about saying retard.
Yeah, dude, I don't see any comments or anything. So
no. Send me a picture from his phone.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I think he did comment. Sharonda did.
What did he say?
I think Sharonda commented. He did.
None of the comments are coming through. So
No, they still don't come through.
I gotta
lose. And that Chris ain't watched the news in 12 years.
Nope, I try not to.
Larry, congrats.
What?
Sherry Arnold, congrats on your adventures.
Oh yeah, this is guys, this is our last episode as Locker Room Talk, as we are transitioning to the McDojo Show. We have joined forces with the McDojo Life. McDojo Life used to do a podcast where he was interviewing celebrities and martial artists and other fighters. And he just didn't have the time for it. So he basically reached out to us and said, hey, let's work together.
Perfect.
And that's what we're going to do. I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. I guess it's not going to be funny the second time around.
Probably not.
What did you say?
Huh?
What did you say?
What?
It's a perfect downgrade.
Probably.
Yes, it was funny.
Yeah, for them. They don't know what they're getting.
Yeah. I told Chris that because we're having a guest in 3 weeks that was recently on the Rogan show. And I'm like, man, that's going to be such a downgrade for that person.
Right.
To be coming on our podcast after talking to Joe.
Fucking the mighty have fallen.
That was on 180p and shit.
No motherfucker, this is HD, bro. What you talking about? That might be your camera. That might be your laptop definition.
I look like I'm on an episode of Fear the Walking Dead and shit. That fucking grainy film.
Yeah, that's on your end, bruh.
Fuck it. It's last minute shit.
It's like I couldn't get my good camera on.
That's right. My iPhone.
Yeah. Actually, the iPhone looks really good when you use it.
Next time.
That's what I was saying. Is like, oh, you can use your iPhone and you'll be all right.
Word.
Well, anyway, guys, is there anything else that you guys want to add before we go? Anything else? Any other news? Anything else that you guys want to add?
Oh, Bill Withers, man.
What?
Bill Withers.
Bill Withers. Who the fuck is that?
The Ain't No Sunshine guy, bro.
I don't know who that is.
Oh my god! Yes, you do.
Sorry,
you
Bill
do.
Withers.
Yeah, you do. You know the song.
Lean on Me.
Let me see.
You know the song.
Bill Withers.
Yeah, playa.
Bill Withers.
Damn.
Right? That's sad.
I don't know.
Said it. Fuck.
That's bad.
Right?
Do I need to go to like YouTube or something?
Yeah, man. Damn.
Man, my VCR, the fucking thing, the clock keeps flashing. I can't get it to stop. What the hell?
God. Bill Withers.
Yeah, it's going YouTube, man.
Just go on YouTube. Ain't No Sunshine.
Yeah. I don't know the song. I didn't know the fucking
I know. And like that
Yeah.
one.
Jesus. Wow.
Damn, dog.
Let me see. Bill Withers. I'm looking, motherfucker. Hold on.
Wow.
Like, you acting like I should know who the fuck that is?
Hey, Siri, who's Bill Withers? Bitch, I'm telling you to do that shit.
I thought you were talking to your phone.
Fuck no. So Miggy didn't, if you don't know what Miggy just sang, then you just don't know it.
Well,
Yeah.
He looked like he's dead. That's always coming up.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking hell.
That fucking
Jesus.
song drove him to his death.
Wow. See, this is the stuff you get to look forward to coming up on the McDojo Show.
They're gonna name that shit to the McDummies.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
Yeah, here you go.
She's always gone to.
Now we're gonna get pulled, but
right.
Yeah.
That'd be fucked up. He just died if they
Bro, this dude stole DMX's song.
Oh, gee. Yep. That's it exactly. That's it exactly. Damn that guy. Somebody should ring up DMX
That's
real quick.
probably why he's dead. DMX probably snuffed him.
Fucking Rough Ridered his ass.
My song, dog. Go. Ta-ta.
Fuck, dude.
Should have done
Oh my god.
Don't do that little shit no more.
Oh, damn. I guess we're going out with a bang of stupidity.
The way it started.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Fucking dream.
Listen, trust me. It started with a lot of stupidity. We got better towards the 30th episode, and then we just brought it crashing down on this one. It's like, fuck it. We're just gonna set fire to this shit. Man, fuck your meals. I don't care. Go get some sleep or something.
We talk about sleep. Chris, we talk about some sleep.
Talk about some sleep. I ain't got it.
Christ.
Don't know where it is.
Well, if you ain't got it, you can't get it.
I can't.
You fuck.
Can't.
Melatonin, rubbing it out.
None. Ain't happening.
I'm telling you, you probably need some Corona pussy. Be like, yo, like, as soon as the wife get home, be like, yo, I know you're going to be sleeping later. I know it's 6:30. I know the kids are in the other room, but let's get it.
Say, what am I going to do? Fucking cocaine? Is that what I'm...
At least play with the balls or something.
Nah, I'm going to get done with this. I'm going to go outside.
They'll be like, they're heavy. I don't know if you realize they're heavy.
They're heavy.
They're holding a lot of juice in there right now.
It's like a kettlebell.
And it needs to come out soon.
Soon.
It's like
very soon. I'm gonna pull up the calendar. Like, it needs to come out soon.
It's like, just JDD real quick. Just do it.
I'm gonna get myself coronavirus if I don't get it out.
just brush up against it. I don't care.
All right, guys. I guess we're going out.
Same
like
way.
Let's say same way we came in. Stupid. Hopefully, the next show is gonna be much better. Hopefully, I say hopefully.
I ain't promised this shit.
Well, listen, I can't make any promises either. We could easily do a couple of shows, and Rob come back to us and be like, "Yo, this ain't working out.
This ain't working."
And then you'll see locker room talk.
Locker room talk back
again.
Better than ever.
2.
Yeah. That's what we'll do. We'll call it version 2. 2.0.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
see, that was the thing. We're just waiting to see when we get the Corona XL released.
Corona 2?
Yeah. The Corona XL Max.
He gets his line twice.
Right?
Anyway, guys, if you guys ain't got shit else to say, then thank you very much for your support. We appreciate you listening. Just follow us on Instagram at The McDojo Show. Follow the McDojo live pages on Facebook and on YouTube, because that's our new home. And we'll see you next week with our new guest. And we'll tell you sometime during the week. We'll tell you who it is. All I can tell you at this point is that he is a comedian.
Look,
and
it may or may not be Rey Mysterio. Shit.
Well, okay. He's a comedian, and he also hosts a podcast with a big-time former fighter. Anyway, and it's not Brian Callen and Brendan Schaub. No, sorry, guys. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for your support. We appreciate you listening, and we'll catch you on the McDojo Show. Peace.